In this AlignMix video, you will learn how to view and customize the territory labels that appear on your map. By default, the territory ID will appear in the middle of every sales territory. So if I zoom in, you will see that 3-digit ID appear. And you can turn this on and off by either using the configure layers or clicking on layers and then clicking the drop down for labels to turn off your territory labels. Now you haven't deleted anything, you've just turned off that layer from view. To bring it back, you click back here on labels and then click on territories, and that 3-digit ID will reappear in the center of every territory. The same process can be used for districts and regions and even your sales accounts. So now let's go ahead and change this territory label to something else. And to do that, we need to click on configure layers, and you can access the configure layers two ways. The first way is from the Layers menu, and it'll be here on the left. The other way is to click on the Home menu, and Configure Layers will appear here in the middle of the toolbar. Click on Configure Layers, and our Configure Layer options will appear. In order to customize your territory labels, we need to scroll down and select Territories here on the left side. And right away, you'll see that this is our Territory Labels section, and right now it's turned on to Visible, and it's showing us the Territory ID. You can click this green plus button to add a new label, and by default it'll start to show you the data sets that have been imported. So you can have it show the total sales for every territory, or you can click this drop down menu and select territory name, sales rep name, or a count of all your account segments or individual segments. So for now, let's close out of here. I'm going to double click on the ID and change it to name. I'm going to change territory data to appear as a red color. Click OK, and we'll set a caption so that we know what we are looking at when it's displayed on the map. So I'll call it sales. So now let's come down to this lower portion of the configure layers. By default, you can see the font is set to the Oswald and it's set to blue. You can overwrite that color by simply clicking on the color boxes here. Moving down here to the lowest portion, you will see a appears at section. And this means that this territory label will start to appear at a zoom level of 3 and it will appear at a 12-point font. As you zoom further and further in and you reach the zoom level of 12, your font size will reach a maximum size of 36 points. So now when we click OK, you'll see that we have two labels now, the territory name and sales. And as I zoom in, those labels will appear to get bigger and it will reach its max size once we reach that set zoom level. And there you go. You've just learned how to customize and change territory labels here in AlignMix.